What is up, guys? My name is Creature Play and welcome to my newest player review video. I've been meaning to make this for a while, but I kind of got sidetracked, forgot I had the footage, saw it sitting on my hard drive and figured I'd finally put it all together and get it out to everybody today. Today I'm going to be reviewing the 97 overall campus legend Darren McFadden, aka DMC. He offers 97 speed, 94 agility, 99 acceleration with 95 elusiveness and 90 trucking, 97 juke move, 8 to short pass and 10 to speed run. Some of his other stats you don't see there with 84 catching, 66 throw power with 60 accuracy. He actually is a pretty decent wildcat quarterback. 96 stiff arm, 94 spin move, 97 juke move. His catch in traffic was also pretty decent at 76, 78 route running. So he's pretty much, a good all-around back. Today is Friday, March 25th, and as always, prices will change. Currently on PS4, he's going for about $293 average, and on Xbox One, about $232. So with that, let's get right into how he plays. First, we're going to start off with his inside rushing. No issues with it here. One of the great things about this card is that he is ridiculously strong. He's got a fairly big frame at, I believe, 6'1". He falls forward almost every single time that you use him. I usually have a category when I review players, and one of the categories I like to do with the backs is falling forward. But to be honest, he does it so often that I didn't even do the category because he does it in almost every one of the clips that I'm using for his inside runs. He's just very strong. He always fights to get those extra yards. It takes a lot of people to get him down usually, and even on the inside, he still manages to spin out of things or push someone off. He's just a great reliable back up the gut and can come in handy on those third and short plays. He doesn't break as many tackles as Bo does because Bo gets a lot of crazy animations with his tackle breaking, but I'd say overall, especially with his frame and his speed and all of that, he is the closest to Bo when it comes to just his strength and tackle breaking in general. Here we're going to try him out on some outside runs. I know he has that 99 acceleration, but honestly, a lot of the time I felt like he really was kind of struggling to get that outside edge acceleration that you'd get from somebody like, say, CJ2K. I don't know if it's just because, of how big his frame is, so it just doesn't look like it, but sometimes it definitely felt like he wasn't getting as much acceleration or speed around the edge like you'd want to get on a toss especially. But it's really not an issue because for the most part, he can make up for it with his juking and his tackle breaking especially, because I'd say about 75% of the time he'll get off of the first one anyway. I personally didn't have any issues with his carrying. This was the only fumble clip that I got out of a few games, and it was a hard hit stick from a safety, so I'm not holding it against him. And I want to kind of go back to his juking, which I kind of said something about. Usually I will also have a juking category in these videos, but he's been doing it so nicely and cleanly in the clips I've already shown that I didn't focus on it too much. Instead, I want to show some stuff that I haven't been doing, like spinning, and for having such a big frame, he really does have a nice spin. Overall, his agility is really good for his size. He may not be as, sharp juking or cutting or quick on spins as someone like Jamal Charles, but he's exactly like Bo again when it comes to his agility. For having such a frame, he's really one of the top guys at it, the only other I can think of being Bo. Here I decided to test out his stiff arming. I don't normally stiff arm when I run with my halfback, but as far as I know, his was decent. I'd say about 6 out of 10 times it worked, but when it did work, the only animation I really got was the one that you keep seeing in these clips, where basically he gets his arm on the defender's chest and the defender will keep his arms wrapped around him, but they'll continue to walk in the direction where he started the stiff arm for about 4 to 5 yards. So it's not good, it's not bad. I mean, it's 4 to 5 yards that you're getting that you wouldn't have gotten if you didn't stiff arm, but that's again if you can actually get the stiff arm to work. Unfortunately, though, there were a few times where the animation didn't either, start to begin with, or I would go for it and just get yanked down instantly. Here I tested out his receiving. I'd say overall he's above average as a receiver. The only place he really struggled was catching in traffic, so if there's a guy around him when he's about to make the completion, he will probably drop it, but if you can get the ball to him before, like on screen passes, because of how well he is at being a halfback, obviously that's going to come into play. after the completion, and that's where he can really utilize, you know, his juking, spinning, and his tackle breaking to make some really big plays. So again, he's really great at if you want to just throw, you know, some quick 15 or shorter yard passes on him. Just be wary if there's anybody around him, especially if he gets hit right away as soon as he catches it, because he probably won't come down with it. So if you do decide to throw to him, you know, just play smart, be aware of your surroundings. Obviously, you'll be able to tell if he's going to be covered or not. Right here, I decided to show a few clips of him dropping it, specifically in traffic. But anything other than this, he'll usually catch it. One thing I also pointed out earlier was his great throwing stats. Some playbooks have passing plays out of you know, wildcat formation. He actually has really decent accuracy and throwing power, so those are a great thing to keep in your arsenal if you want to, you know, catch an opponent off guard. So overall, my assessment of this card: he's not, you know, going to be breaking as many tackles as Bo. He's not going to be as agile and quick as Jamal Charles. He doesn't catch as well as Marshall Faulk. But overall, he is the best mixture of all of those components in one, especially for his price. I think he's probably the best back that you can get for his price, and he is a tackle breaking machine. So if you're more of a power back user, I would say go pick him up immediately. Thank you guys for checking my videos. As always, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.